Congratulations to Truman Farmer from Douglas, Georgia, won the new Dodge Dart. Marilyn Mims from Baxley won the new Ford Fiesta. And Lori Franklin from West Green, Georgia, won the new Chevy Cruze.
Big congrats to Truman Farmer of Douglas, Marilyn Mims from Baxley, and Lori Franklin from West Green. You've each won a new car from the Woody Folsom Auto Group in Baxley.
Dynamite! Congratulations to our winners, and thanks to everyone who shopped our big sales event. You are a real blessing to us, and we want you to know we appreciate it. We're holding over our sales pricing for a few more days, so get on in here and talk to us. Better get to Baxley and Woody Folsom Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Thanks again. Y'all the greatest, and we love you.
Better get to Baxley, where the action is.
Harris Ace Hardware is the place for all kinds of everyday essentials. Great holiday savings you'll find at Harris Ace Hardware include GE energy-efficient LED bulbs. A dimmable 60-watt equivalent bulb is only $3.99 after $4 instant savings. For your next do-it-yourself construction project, come to Harris Ace. They will match or beat any comparator's price on materials. And remember, Harris Ace is your hometown Yeti Cooler, Engel Cooler, and Coastal DeMar dealer. Harris Ace Hardware in Jesup, Eulonia, and Hinesville, the helpful place.
Seasons change. Quality of service doesn't. For 75 years, First Franklin Financial has been serving the financial needs of your friends and neighbors. You can always depend on the caring staff to be there when you need them. Drop by and see your friendly Franklin folks at 1074 North Macon Street, or give them a call at 427-4237, or apply online at 1ffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLSR number 141654. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
The Friday after Thanksgiving is famous for two things: Black Friday and Second Chance Band performing at the Jesup VFW. Come to the VFW and have some fun listening and dancing to the sounds of Second Chance Band. Admission is still just $10. Gather your friends and come have some fun the night of Black Friday and experience the South's premier beach and soul band, Second Chance Band, from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the Jesup VFW. It's going to be a good time.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for the latest in local news. In the news, newly elected City Commissioner Stanley Todd will be sworn in today at City Hall at 10 a.m. Public invited to attend the ceremony. Stanley Todd defeated Alan Brown in Tuesday's special election. Once again, he'll be sworn in today, be on the job as Representative District 4 in the city of Jesup. Wayne County Superior Court in session on Thursday. Judge Ronnie Ron on the bench for several pleas and motions. In one case, Judge Ron denied bond as 18-year-old Javaris Jordan was seeking a bond in this case. His attorney, Meredith Hume, argued for a bond, stating that her client has never been arrested before, would not be a flight risk, that he was enrolled in Wayne County High School carrying a B average when he was arrested on the charges. He's charged with serious crimes, aggravated sodomy, and rape of a 24-year-old woman we had a relationship with and had lived with at one time, according to the defense attorney, helping take care of the girlfriend's two kids. The defense asked that a bond be set in the case. The state disagreed, asked Judge Ron to deny the bond, stating that the former girlfriend is terrified and fears Jordan at this time, that they are no longer boyfriend and girlfriend and were not in a relationship when the alleged crimes occurred. In fact, the state told Judge Ron that Jordan broke into the girl's home, taped the incident, and called it a revenge attack because she broke up with him in the first place. A burglary charge is also against Jordan. The judge denied bond on Thursday, but says another judge will have to hear the issue for a bond in a few months. And since Jordan has been in jail since his arrest back in September, a bond most likely will be set in the case, with this being his first arrest and having no previous criminal record. Jordan, again a senior at Wayne County High School at the time of his arrest, has been incarcerated since his arrest back in September. Other court news: a couple of pleas taken Thursday. Brandon Paul Boland pled guilty to possession of methamphetamine, receives 3 years probation along with a $2,000 fine, 100 hours of community service. The arrest occurred back on December 23rd of 2015 at 269 Carter Street. Law enforcement called to a domestic argument between Boland and his father. Drugs found on Boland's possession. The arrest made. Drugs came back positive for methamphetamine. Also pleading guilty on Thursday, Jessica Boyd to 2 counts of theft by taking. A strange case in which the state says they still don't know the identity of the person who sent the bad checks for Jessica Boyd to check or to cash at a bank here in Jesup and then withdraw the funds. 3 different checks on 2 different days, all 3 bounced. When asked in court by Judge Ron who the person was that Boyd was working with, she simply stated that she really doesn't know. She just thought she was helping a military captain from Nigeria get home to his family. She states she didn't profit at all, but still pled guilty to the charge, which Judge Ron repeatedly asked her if she really wanted to plead guilty to the charges. That the evidence presented to the court is that on March 31st of 2016 and April 6th of 2016, Boyd deposited checks in the amount of $3,200, $4,900, and $4,500, and then withdrew the cash from those deposits at First Southern Bank in Jesup. Boyd pled guilty Thursday to 2 counts of theft by taking, receives 2 consecutive 5-year probated sentences, so she will be on probation for 10 years and is ordered to pay restitution to First Southern Bank in the amount of $10,518. Judge Ronnie Ron asked Boyd where she worked. She says she's retired from the health system and receives $1,028 a month in retirement. Judge Ron asked how she plans to pay back the restitution to the bank. Boyd says she'll pay it back somehow. The judge withheld the $1,500 fine with the hopes that she pays back the bank. Again, several trials are scheduled for the week of after Thanksgiving, beginning November 28th at 9:30 a.m. WIFO film will continue to follow the criminal court proceedings at the Wayne County Courthouse. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Communication is the key when it comes to business, especially your financial business. That's why Altamaha Federal Credit Union makes communication a priority, making banking easier for you. AFCU has money to lend, and it's easy to apply online or with a quick phone call. Your local credit union with open lines of communication. Altamaha Federal Credit Union, Jesup, Scriven, and Ludowici. Visit altamaha.org. Equal housing lender, federally insured by NCUA.
Visit Western Sizzlin' in Jesup on Thanksgiving Day for a home-style meal that includes all of your favorite dishes like turkey and dressing, glazed ham, green bean casserole, and much more. Just think, no cooking, no dishes, no hassles. You get the best part of Thanksgiving Day time with your family and friends without all the fuss. Western Sizzlin's special Thanksgiving dinner served from 10:30 until 2:30.
Gotta get to Western Sizzlin'.
Western Sizzlin' on the corner of First Street and Sunset Boulevard in Jesup.
It's Black Friday all month long at Neesmith Chevrolet in Jesup, and you'll save some serious green on your next new ride. I'm Chad Neesmith, and we're offering 20% off new 2016 and 2017 Chevrolets. Looking for a loaded truck or SUV? Come and get it at Neesmith and Jesup. We've got supplier pricing on new Silverados, Suburbans, Tahoes, and Yukons. You could save as much as $22,000 off the sticker through November the 30th. Drive away in a new Buick or GMC and get 20% off the MSRP today. Choose 0% financing for up to 72 months on Chevrolets, Buicks, and GMCs in stock now. Only Neesmith has your favorite new car, truck, or SUV right here on our lot with major discounts. And remember, Neesmith Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Jesup always gives you the most for your trade. You'll save a lot of green during the Black Friday month through November the 30th at Neesmith Chevrolet, Buick, GMC on Highway 341 in Jesup and at neesmithnow.com. Find new roads. On select models, finance and Lewis savings, see Neesmith for complete details.
Chamber of Commerce held its ribbon cutting last night in downtown Jesup for the lighting of the marquee as the Strand Cinema is now open for business with classic shows like Gone with the Wind and Forrest Gump and Smokey the Bandit playing the next few days with the proceeds going towards the Boys and Girls Club. Then beginning Thursday, the movie will be Hacksaw Ridge, a movie based on a true war hero directed by Mel Gibson. A lot of work and remodeling has taken place as Ralph and Jamie Hickox, who own the drive-in, wanted to revitalize the Strand Cinema in downtown Jesup. After lighting the marquee, we talked with Ralph Hickox.
Yes, I'm relieved. It's been a lot of work. Been at least the last 5 weeks, almost after midnight, almost every day. But I'm excited. I love the history. You know, you heard me this morning. I love the history of the drive-in, of the walk-in, of Jesup. We love being Jamie both love Jesup, and this is our way of giving back because to me it's a gift.
You talked about your father, you know how much he meant to the city, and you know this area. You named one of the screens after him. The other 2 screens are named after. Talk about that.
Well, my daddy was the mayor for 30 years in Homeland, Georgia, and he loved the community. He gave and gave and gave to his community. And so I named the first screen after him because my dad loved community, and I didn't know what else to do with what he left me but to buy this theater with it and give back to the community. I thought he'd approve of that. The second screen is going to be the second week of the movie. I named it in honor of Mr. Ward Riggins Sr., who was the originator of the Strand Cinema, and of Mr. Tim Cockfield Sr., who was the one who took over and refurbished and really made the drive-in what it is. And the third one, the boutique theater, is named after the doctors, which, you know, there was 5 doctors who took the place in the late 70s, early 80s, and they refurbished it, spent a lot of money to keep it from falling apart. And so the name of the 3 theaters is an homage to people that I think have made a difference to the community as far as cinema goes.
And now that had the marquee lighting. Now they're going to start showing classics this week. Is that correct?
This week here will be, till Wednesday, will be showing classics, of which all the ticket admissions will go to the Boys and Girls Club. Beginning the Thursday of Thanksgiving, we'll start our first film, which is Hacksaw Ridge. It'll last for 1 week, and then we'll roll over into our next film. I don't know what that'll be yet, though, but it'll be first run. So.
Okay, Ralph, congrats.
Thank you, Bob.
Mr. Wayne County competition set for Saturday evening at the high school auditorium. Showtime 7 p.m. It's a retro theme back to the 70s. Tickets available today at the Boys and Girls Club. 559-2133 is the number. Tickets $25 for reserved seats, $15 for general admission, and also $10 for each for student seating. Contestants include Ryan Bailey, Justin Drawdy, Denny Frazier, Ralph Hickox, Jamie Knight, Woog Robertson, Xander Roberts, Brian Cernsey, Cody Williams, and Colby Wright. Excuse me, the MCs for the evening will be Mark Priester and Terry Lynn Cernsey. The reigning Mr. Wayne County Chris Smith will also perform. Again, that's this Saturday at the high school auditorium. Again, showtime 7 p.m. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Communication is the key when it comes to business, especially your financial business. That's why Altamaha Federal Credit Union makes communication a priority, making banking easier for you. AFCU has money to lend, and it's easy to apply online or with a quick phone call. Your local credit union with open lines of communication. Altamaha Federal Credit Union, Jesup, Scriven, and Ludowici. Visit altamaha.org. Equal housing lender, federally insured by NCUA.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties for over 13 years. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the only nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our new administrative offices, located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, have opened recently as Phase 1 of our building project. Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak to someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Whether you need a paint job or accident repair, call the folks at B&C Collision Center in Scriven to help you out in your time of need. Whether a few dents or a major collision repair, call Jerome and let his staff assist you with your estimate. Their employees are drug screened and certified through ICAR. Now B&C has 24-hour towing for all your wrecker and towing needs. Plus, we'll pick up and deliver your vehicle. Call Jerome at 579-2274, 579-2274 next time you need a tow.
Final notes and news. Wayne County Farm City lunches every Tuesday, November 22nd at 12 noon at Sybil's Family Restaurant. Again, the cost of $2.50 will be charged. The fee is approximately the amount the farmers would net on the meal. Reservations can be made by calling the Wayne County Extension Office, but again, I ask that you call by today. The number 427-5965. Again, that event taking place Tuesday, November 22nd, 12 noon at Sybil's Family Restaurant. This Sunday evening, community is invited to attend the 18th Annual Community Thanksgiving Service, which will be held at Calvary Baptist Church beginning at 6 p.m. Guest speakers this year will be Reverend Calvin Anderson of Unity Church of God and Reverend Brandon Ogden from Bennett Union. Great music provided by Community Choir. Various local musicians will also perform. Again, that's this Sunday, 6 p.m., November 20th at Calvary Baptist Church. And also Calvary on Monday, November 21st, a community-wide blood drive set for 2 to 7 p.m., sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. Again, 415 East Cherry Street in Jesup. All blood types are needed. It's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan said, have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
This is Charles Huffman at Jesup Housing Outlet. If you haven't been to Jesup Housing Outlet lately, you're missing out on a large selection of new and exciting floor plans